Hello everyone, and welcome back to Yogalibrium. This practice is a gentle, slow flow vinyasa. It's a feel-good practice, and we're going to start lying down on our back. Let's spend the first few moments of our class arriving in our body and in the space. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand on top of your heart, and start to lengthen your inhale. And do your best to match it with your exhale. As you take these deep breaths, I want you to just feel and notice your belly and your chest rising and falling with your breath. Giving yourself permission to be here completely and letting go of anything else from your day. This is your time and your practice. Nice and slow, let's go ahead and extend the arms up above the head. Bring the legs together, point through the toes, reach fingers and toes away from each other. And then exhale, let it go. Let's bring the right knee in towards the chest and interlace the fingers on top. Maybe gently rocking the leg a little bit from side to side. And then starting to take some bigger circles into your hip. A few times in one direction. And then go ahead and reverse. Waking up the hip. And let's keep the knee in the right hand. We're going to open the right leg out to the side just a little bit. Try to keep the left hip planting down towards the floor. And then we're going to take the leg up and over towards the left as we come into a twist. So go ahead and extend that right arm long. Breathe deeply into your spine. We're going to start to reach the right arm in a circle all the way above the head so that we roll over onto the left side. We're going to press into the hands. We're going to start to extend the right leg straight and bend the left knee in so that the foot comes towards the pubic bone. Once you arrive on your sit bones, we'll take the left arm and come up and over for a beautiful side stretch. You can relax your gaze towards the floor, take it up towards the top hand, whatever feels better for you. And slowly come on up. Pivot yourself around now to face the top of the mat. Bring the sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh. Ground the sit bones down. Inhale. And exhale. Gentle forward fold. Thinking about leading your heart forward over the leg with every inhale. And slowly come on up. Let's start to bend the right knee in and plant the foot down. You can wiggle the left heel over towards the right sit bone. We'll take a twist here. Take the left hand, wrap it around the knee. Inhale, get a little bit taller, and exhale with the right arm reaching behind, gazing over that shoulder. And release. Extend the right leg again. We're going to lie back down on the left side, coming back to where we started. Come back into your twist. And then we'll bring the right knee back in towards the center. Give it a squeeze back in towards you. And for a moment, let's energize. Lift the left heel off the ground. Fold forehead to knee. Activate the center of the body. And gently let go. Extend your right leg long. Give everything a little shake from side to side. And this time we'll fold the left knee in towards the chest, interlace the fingers on top. Finding just a little bit of movement here, rocking from side to side. And then starting to take those bigger hip circles. Noticing how this side differs from the other side. Reverse the circle. Our left hand is going to keep the knee. We're going to open the leg gently out towards the side, grounding the right hip down. And then bring the leg all the way up and over for your twist. The left arm reaching long beside you. Breathing into your spine. Let's start to circle the left arm up above the head, and let's roll ourselves all the way over onto the right side. We'll press into the hands. The left leg is going to reach up towards the top of the mat. The right heel will fold in towards the pubic bone. Reach your right arm back, and then leaning over that left leg for a side bend. Breathe into the right ribs. And come back up. Beautiful job. Pivot around to face the top of the mat. Sole of the right foot to the left inner thigh. Root down, lift up, inhale. Exhale, come forward. Every moment becoming more in tune with body and breath. Our torso is going to start to lift back up. We'll start to bend the left knee in. You can wiggle that right heel a little bit towards the left sit bone. Wrap the right arm around the knee and reach the left arm behind you to twist. Root the sit bones down. Inhale, get taller, and exhale. Twist a little deeper. And releasing forward. Nice job. Extend the left leg long again. We're going to lie back down on the right side. Slowly release back into that same twist that we started in. And then the left knee will come back in towards the midline. Give it another squeeze in towards you. Pull in through the pelvic floor, activate your center. Let's hover the right heel off the mat and fold the forehead into the knee. Creating a little bit of strength here. And gently let go. Beautiful job. Let's hug the right knee back in towards the chest. Let's rock a little bit from side to side. And then we'll start to rock ourselves forward and back until we come all the way up into a comfortable seated position. Beautiful. We're going to roll over top of the ankles. We're going to step the legs back, making our way into our tabletop pose. Let's take a moment here for a few cat and cows. You can sink the chest down as you inhale and exhale round through the spine. So cycling through a few of these in your own time. Feeling free to be intuitive with your movement, adding anything that you need. Always listening to your own body first and foremost. Good, let's go ahead and tuck the toes. And slowly, as we press into the palms, we'll lift up into our downward facing dog. Gently bending one knee and then the other. Relaxing the head with gravity. Moving nice and slow here. Let's take the gaze up towards the top of the mat and slowly step one foot in front of the other until the feet arrive and meet the hands. Take an inhale, lengthen yourself halfway up, and exhale, folding forward. Maybe grab opposite elbows here. You could wiggle the feet to hip-width distance apart as you allow the torso to hang heavy with gravity. And then relax the arms down. Let's start to sway the torso gently from side to side, like a wave. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Take a nice deep bend into your knees, tuck your tailbone, root through the feet, and slowly, slowly roll yourself all the way to stand. Shrug the shoulders back when you arrive. Take an inhale, reach the arms to the sky, take your gaze up. And exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up, taking your gaze up. And exhale. We're going to reach the left arm around behind our back and lean over towards the left, reaching the right arm long. And try to keep the hips squaring towards the top of the mat. We're going to let the energy keep carrying in this direction. I want you to soften and bend the left knee even more. Release the torso forward. Let the fingertips of the left hand find the floor and reach the right arm up, so you're still twisting here. Gazing up towards the top hand, if that's comfortable. And then release your gaze down. Take an inhale and step the right foot back so that you find your runner's lunge, shifting the weight forward and back as you arrive. And then we'll soften that right knee gently towards the floor and untuck the toes. You can stay here, bring the hands up on top of the thigh. Stay here, or maybe reach the arms all the way up above your head. Take an inhale to get taller. And on an exhale, we'll once again release the left arm around behind the back, and we'll lean over towards the left side. Keep the left heel rooting into the mat and breathe into your psoas, into your hips, wherever that you feel this. Inhale, reach the left arm up to meet the right. Exhale, cactus both arms, open the chest towards the sky. Plant the hands down and shift back into your half split. Pull the left hip back, square it with the right. Let's move through the spine here. Take an inhale to lift up and an exhale to fold. A few of these in your own time. And as you're ready, we're going to hold here for a few extra breaths. Really breathing into the back space of that left leg. Slowly lift yourself back up. Nice job. Let's bend into that front knee again. Let's bring both hands to the inside of that left leg. And we're going to plant that back right heel down nice and strong. And we're going to come up with the left elbow on top of the left knee for side angle pose. If you have space, feel free to drop the left hand down to the inside or outside of the left leg. Reach the right fingertips away from the outside edge of the right foot, creating a long line of energy here. And we're going to trace that arm around, pivot the toes in so you're facing the side of your mat, and exhale, come into a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you're going to take your hands around to catch behind the legs somewhere, or planting the hands on the floor, whatever feels more comfortable to you. Soften shoulders, soften the head to gravity. Inhale, lengthen, and then you're going to pull the heels in so you find external rotation with the legs. We're coming into goddess pose. Bring the hands together in front of your heart and create the strength here as you root the feet into the floor. Keep lifting the chest up nice and proud. Energy through the palms. And then inhale, straighten legs, reach the arms up, and as we exhale, we'll bend into the right knee and we'll come into Skandasana, ninja pose. Use your hands on the floor for support. Keep the right knee tracking towards the middle toe. If it's possible, you can bring the hands together in heart center, but you be exactly where you are. Always energizing and expanding and evolving the posture. Let's crawl ourselves around again to face the front, finding a lunge. We're going to roll to the outside edges of the feet and find a little twist here. Left arm back. And then bring the left arm up and around. We're going to drag the right foot in, root the right heel, left toes point towards the top of the mat. Let's come into our Trikonasana, extending the right arm up towards the sky. Take the gaze towards the top foot, and then square the hips towards the top of the mat as you exhale into a forward fold. Bend the left knee, wiggle the right foot back, lunge, and then exhale, sweep the left leg back and up. Inhale, bring yourself forward. Take chaturanga. Inhale, take upward facing dog. And exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Beautiful deep breaths. Take your gaze forward. Slowly crawl the feet back up the mat until they meet the hands. Plant the feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chest, and exhale, fold. Maybe this time interlace your fingers behind your neck. And using your thumbs, you can give yourself a little massage here. Trying to release any tension that you can find. Relax the arms down towards the floor. Deep bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone. Unravel yourself all the way up to standing. Shrug the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. Rooting into the mat. We'll take that flow on the second side. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, drop the right arm behind your back this time. Root through the feet and lean over with the left arm so you're breathing into the left rib cage. And we're going to let this energy carry over towards that right side. So bend your right knee, release the right fingertips down, and take the left arm up to twist. Keep the right knee bending. Let's release the gaze down towards the floor. Reach both arms down for support and step the left leg back this time, coming into your runner's lunge and shifting forward and back. allow that left knee this time to settle towards the mat. Untuck the toes. Stay right here or bring the hands up on top of the thigh, interlacing your fingers. Thinking about relaxing the shoulders down the back, rooting into the right heel. Stay here, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. On an inhale, we reach. On an exhale, the right arm wraps around behind the back and we lean again over towards the right side. Breathing deeply into the left psoas, into your hips and wherever you feel it. Bring the right arm back up to meet the left. Get tall. On the next exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. And then plant the fingertips back down. We'll shift into our half split. Pull the right hip in line with the left. Reach the heart forward. Let's inhale, lift it up, and exhale, fold, waving the spine a few times. And then we'll find some stillness here and breathe into the back of the right leg this time. Nice job, slowly starting to come up. We're going to shift the weight back into that front foot. Bring both hands to the inside of that right leg. Tuck the left toes and then root the left heel. Side angle pose. The right elbow can come on top of the knee. The left arm will reach up above the head. If you have space, you can release that right arm down to the inside or outside of the right knee. The left fingertips are going to carry us around as we pivot the right toes in. We'll find some length, adjust the feet for your wide-legged forward fold. Maybe this time you'll interlace your fingers and extend the arms behind your back as you're folding forward. Allowing whatever opening is available to happen. Accepting exactly where you are right now. Gently bend the elbows in, release the arms all the way towards the floor. When the fingertips meet the mat, inhale, lengthen, pivot the heels in, bend your knees and come back into goddess pose, finding the strength here. Hands to heart center, proud through the chest. Bend a little bit deeper. Beautiful. And then inhale, straighten the legs and reach the arms up above your head. This time the left knee's going to bend. We're going to widen our stance and we're going to slowly make our way into ninja pose. Find external rotation with the right leg. Keep the left knee tracking towards the middle toe. Use the hands on the floor for support, or maybe bring the hands to heart center. Both options are equal. Deep breath in and exhale, let it go. Let's crawl the hands back around to the top of the mat as you re-bend the right knee, wiggle the left foot back to lunge. Take the right arm up and over as you roll to the outside edges of the feet and drop the hips down. Right arm comes back up and around. And this time we're going to reach the left foot forward just enough to set up our Trikonasana on the second side. So the right toes point to the top of the mat and the left arm reaches up towards the sky. You can feel free to adjust your stance in any way to suit you. And drop your gaze back down. Reach the left arm. Let's frame the foot with both hands. And let's square the hips, coming into our pyramid pose. deeply into the right knee. Wiggle the left leg all the way back. Press through the palms and send the right leg all the way up and back. Three-legged downward dog. And then go ahead, roll yourself forward, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, find your upward facing dog, and exhale, find your downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Let's inhale, roll forward into plank, and then exhale, take it back to down dog. Waving the spine a few times like this. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, take it back. And then we'll soften the knees towards the floor, and we're going to extend into puppy pose. So you can slowly crawl the hands forward, keep the hips stacked over top of the knees. You can rest the forehead reaching towards the floor. If it doesn't reach, that's okay. Maybe you can reach chin or chest. Work with whatever is available. Allow this opening through the upper body. Lengthen the inhale and try to match it with the exhale. And we're going to come out of the pose now. We're going to soften the hips back towards the heels and take a moment in child's pose. And we'll reach the arms behind the back and we'll draw the knees in towards each other. Let's use the hands to actually catch the heels and then roll up onto the crown of the head, coming into rabbit pose. Rounding out the spine. Release back down towards your heels. The last couple breaths here. And then slowly come up to sit on top of the heels, roll the shoulders back, open the chest. Beautiful. We'll take the hands forward and we'll crawl the knees all the way up the mat, cross the ankles. And we'll lie down. And just as we started class, let's end by bringing a hand back to the belly and a hand back to the heart. Witnessing the rise and fall of your breath in your body. Noticing if anything feels different now than when you first arrived on your mat. And then as you're ready, go ahead and relax the arms, relax the legs. Take up as much space as you want. Let your breath rise and fall in its own natural pattern as you give yourself this time for Shavasana. We can skip to the end of Shavasana. wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Draw your legs together, float your arms back up above your head for one last long stretch. And then roll over onto one side, pausing for a moment. As you feel ready, you can come back up towards your comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, bow your chin to your chest. And that's our practice today. Thank you so much for joining me for this gentle, slow flow vinyasa practice. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. If you like this class, I would really appreciate it if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and subscribe to help support the channel and future classes just like this. Namaste.